Hi guys and welcome to a new video from your favorite blobface. So you probably all know Memeulous, right? He's another commentary YouTuber and a very big one to say the least. Next to him, you all probably know these weird ass real life animated stories as well, right? I have covered some of them on my channel and let's just say they're weird as fuck. Ranging from moms that smear their son's pee-pee juices over their face, to some weird ass story about some parents forcing their son to become a fairy. They're always one of the weirdest videos you have ever seen in your entire life. Now, what do we get when we combine Memeulous and these crazy ass cartoon stories? It's probably a question nobody in their entire life ever asked themselves. But even though nobody, and I mean nobody, ever asked about it, these weird animated story channels delivered nevertheless. So I present you with this story. I'm an adult bedwetter. I'm going to be honest, when I first clicked on it, I didn't know it was about Memeulous, but it started getting pretty obvious when the video was just started playing. So I want to say sit back, grab yourself some popcorn and let's watch this video together. But before we do, I want to ask you to leave a like on the video as it helps my channel out a lot in the algorithm. And while you're at it, also click on that subscribe button to help me out even further and become part of the only smart, high IQ group on the entirety of YouTube. And now, without further ado, let's watch this video.
Okay, so I'm not gonna tell you my name, but if you're wondering why I'm hiding my face, it's because I'm embarrassed.
So already, off the bat, we can see that this story is going to be about Memeulous. Sure, more people could wear these masks, but come on, the comparison is quite obvious. And don't worry, it will be even more obvious throughout the video, as it's going to get very weird to say the least. So stay tuned for that. I'm still quite in shock from discovering this video myself, to be honest.
You see, I'm a big boy now, but I still have a wee problem.
Big boy Memeulous is going to get exposed to be an adult bedwetter, judging from the title. I'm sorry, but does anyone else find it weird that they decided to make this into a video? And trust me, it gets even worse. It's not only that Memeulous is exposed as a bedwetter, but well, you just have to wait for it, but trust me, it gets weird as hell. And that someone even decided to make this video is even weirder to me.
It started when I was 12, on my very first sleepover. I was at my friend Will's place, and we were camping out on his living room floor, when I dreamt that I was going to the toilet, and woke up in the middle of the night to find that I'd peed myself.
How the hell do you pee yourself so much that it's even on your fucking shirt? I know this is probably completely fake, but for the sake of this video, let's just pretend that Memeulous is now exposed as a professional bedwetter. One of the biggest commentary YouTubers on the platform still wets his own bed, confirmed.
And made a huge mess all over the carpet. Thinking I could just blame it on his dog, I snuck out to the kitchen where Rover was sleeping. I picked him up, carried him back, and carefully positioned him in the middle of the giant wet puddle.
Well, that's just mean. He's going to blame his own accident on one of these good boys? How could he betray a dog like that? Dogs are the most loving creatures on this planet. And he used him to put the blame on? Well, that's something only the devil would do. Bad, Memeulous. Bad.
But here's the thing. As soon as I put Rover down, he started yelping and woke my friend up. Will turned on the lights, took one look at my pants and asked, "Is that what I think it is? Bloody hell, you pissed on the floor."
Well, that is surely one of the most embarrassing things that could ever happen to you. Wetting your pants on a fucking sleepover. My god. And getting caught red-handed would probably be the worst feeling ever.
Will's parents must have overheard, because suddenly Will's dad yelled out, "That little shit, rub his nose in it," and came running with a rolled up newspaper.
Wait, the dad from the kid he was having a sleepover with was angry? What a fucking asshole. How the fuck do you get angry at someone else's kid over this? That's a very, very shitty thing to do. Memeulous probably found it embarrassing enough that he had wetted his pants. And now also this, I would probably off myself at that point.
I tried to apologize, but I was made to stand in the corner and face the wall as Will's mum cleaned up the mess. Afterwards, I begged Will to keep it a secret, but he thought it was hilarious and took photos of me crying and then sent them to some of his friends.
Dickhead move, to say the least. You're probably not going to be friends after that, I assume. However, high school is probably the time most people are dickheads, so who knows really.
And when I got to school on Monday, someone had printed out the photos and stuck them up everywhere.
Well, time to jump off a cliff or move to a new country as soon as possible. No one will let you forget that one for the entirety of your school career. At that point, it's just completely over for you.
All day kids were pointing and laughing, calling me little piss boy.
Little Piss Boy. Well, not the most glamorous of nicknames, but could be worse. You could have shitted your pants. But to be honest, when I was watching this, I was thinking the whole time what Memeulous would think of this video being out there. But I didn't find a reaction yet on his channel. But then I saw he commented on this video by saying fuming. So it probably sounds that he found it quite funny as well. And I can imagine, if this story was somewhat real, he probably wouldn't like it. But for something so dumb to exist, I think it would be quite funny to have one made about yourself.
When I got home, I told Mum what had happened and that I wanted to change schools. But Dad wouldn't let me. He said it was bollocks, that I was only pissing the bed because I was too freaking lazy to get up and go to the toilet.
What's up with these dads being absolute dickheads? How can you be too lazy to get up to the toilet to the point you actually wet your bed? That doesn't make sense at all. That is a completely new level of laziness that I haven't even found in myself yet. And I must admit, I'm often quite lazy. But not to the point that I actually piss myself and shit all over the bed, so I need to fucking clean all that disgusting shit. That's even way more effort.
Except I couldn't help it. And the next morning, I woke up soaked again, for the second time in my life. I knew there was no way I could show my face at school, but Mum wouldn't let me stay at home. Instead, she cut up one of her tablecloths, folded it in half, and tied it around my head to cover my face. That was the first day I wore a mask to school.
So this is essentially the origin story of Memeulous, how he started wearing a mask and became one of the biggest commentators ever. Well, not quite the cool story like most superheroes, but this had to do, I guess. I mean, you must be some kind of loser to become a commentator. Couldn't be me.
My teacher demanded that I take it off, but I told her my family had just converted to a new religion, so I had to keep it on. She didn't question it after that. Unfortunately, my other problem wasn't solved so easily, and it began to affect my adult relationships.
Well, that was a 1000 IQ move, to be honest. Just say it's a religion and you're untouchable, otherwise you can call the other person a racist. Man, next time I do something stupid, I'm going to use that. Wait, I'll use that now. If you guys don't subscribe right now in this instance to the channel, you are racist against my blobfish religion. So you better, or otherwise the police will come over up to your house and shoot you on the spot. No joke.
When my boyfriend Alex and I got together, I tried to hide it for as long as possible.
Wait, they are actually shipping I'm Alex and Memeulous together in this video? Well, this just turned weird really quickly. This just turned from a stupid dumb backstory of Memeulous to one of those disturbing fanfics. Well, at least it's almost done, I guess. It's always so weird to me when people ship people together. It just feels so wrong. Just imagine you're a popular YouTuber and everyone is saying you should date someone else you have no feelings for whatsoever. But everyone keeps spamming you about it and making these sexual stories, maybe even painting some pictures for about it. Not gonna lie, that shit is fucking weird.
And even managed to stay dry on our first couple of sleepovers.
See, it went with very fast and now it went disturbing. Saying sleepovers in such a manner made the entire video just one weird fanfiction. But props to Memeulous for not pissing himself again, I guess.
But then it happened. We woke up one morning to find the bed soaked. He looked at me in confusion and asked, "Was that you or me?" I made out like I didn't know, but I couldn't hide it forever.
So now Memeulous pissed over Alex. See what I mean about fanfics? How weird is that? How weird do you have to be, first of all, to come up with this kind of bullshit? And second of all, really make an animated video about it? That shit takes time as well. These people need help. Serious mental help. Because surely they have some issues they need to deal with. This is not how a normal brain should function.
After it happened for the third time, Alex bought some special pants to wear in bed. They've made sleepovers a lot more comfortable. For both of us.
I don't even know what to say really. It is that this video is only 20 seconds longer till the end. Because otherwise I couldn't take this any longer.
Anyway, I'm 22 now, and to this day I still wet the bed. But don't worry, I'm working on it. I've even promised Alex that if I ever manage to stay dry for a whole month, I'll do a public face reveal. So, wish me luck in the comments below.
So I guess we get a face reveal if he doesn't wet the bed anymore. Man, this was a weird ass video. It went from being bit weird to very disturbing pretty quickly. But I could have expected that, as these videos always are a wild ride. Well, I'm pretty speechless still, so I guess I'll say thanks for staying with me till the end of this weird ass video. If you like this video, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. Blobfish out.